one! It was that Met Buoy that broke loose! What? And it's a big one! 56 tons at least! It's trapped on another rig! Is it still attached to its cable? Yeah, there was some cable on it. That's all I could see. 50 tons, Jack! In this weather, it can batter the rig to pieces unless we can move it!
The ballast tank's okay.
Yes. Now, we could deballast the rig. Try to float the buoy away.
Yeah, it's dragging a 2-inch Y with it. It's locked into the rig.
Above or below the waterline?
Well, I don't know. It could be both.
Yeah, but so far it's only wrapped around the cross members, all right? It's not hitting the caissons.
Yeah, these are abnormal conditions. This is an old rig.
Yeah, okay.
If there's any structure fatigue, well, let's just say that the storm and that Met Buoy aren't doing us any good.
It's okay. It's the calm before the storm. All right? We have a few moments before the full force of the storm hits. We get some bend down there while we can. We do this first. We lasso the buoy, cut the wires, and then have it dragged away by the crane. Right, Jay?
Right. Do you want to tell Jim Fraser?
He's been told already.
The Met Buoy's dragged its anchor and is being pushed down by the storm from the north. By 1,000 to 1 chance, it's got stuck under the rig here. And now it's being moved to and fro by the movement of the sea like some 50-ton pendulum.
Can they free it?
Well, they're trying to lasso it with the crane and drag it clear.
So you're managing to keep in touch with the rig?
Well, yes, but the radio's playing up a bit.
Any chance of this storm dying down, Jim?
No. It's going to get worse.
What about the safety ship?
Oh, it's useless in these seas. If it tried to get near the rig, it'd be dashed to pieces.
But Nelson One does have lifeboats.
Oh, yes. And life rafts. But the way the seas are running, they're only going to use them as a last resort.
So what's the answer? Helicopters?
Could they even take off in this weather?
Frank Ward's the man on the spot. He's going to try and save 70 men. Not to mention 20 million quid's worth of rig.
We've got a line attached to the buoy. Okay, let's try and drag it clear, Jack. But take it gently, understood? Take it easy. The end of it might be wrapped around the BOP stack. Right. nothing happened. I had him on full power. I could see. Tell him to relax. Just keep the line taut.
There you go.
That boy must be locked into the rig below the waterline. Now, if we go on using the crane, we'll be damaging the structure ourselves.
Yeah, but if it's still got that 500 foot of cable wrapped around it, right? Down at the other end, it could be ripping up the BOP stack down there.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll try the other way.
The line's parted. Fine, let's do it again. No! No, it's no use!
But we're not taking in water yet.
No.
Okay, let's deballast.
Don't let it float too high in the water in these seas.
As high as you can. I want to be able to get as much of that cable as I can get at.
That boy might float clear again anyway.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah, well, it snapped its anchor once. Why the devil shouldn't it do it again when it matters?
There's no justice.
Yes. Yes, I see. Yeah, thank you. Fraser. Yes, she is. Who's speaking? Hold on a moment, will you? It's, Ken Prue, somebody or other. He says, you know.
Hello, Ken. Well, we're doing it.
They've had to stop using the crane.
Yes. In effect, they'd have been pulling themselves apart.
Well, it's dicey in this weather, but if they're going to try and deballast the rig, that means that they pump the seawater out of the flotation chambers. Now, that'll make the rig rise higher in the water.
Look, I will.
Now, if the buoy doesn't float clear, at least they'll be able to get at the wire, which is wrapped around the rig under the waterline.
Well, somebody monitored the radio messages from the rig, phoned a newspaper, and they've put two and two together.
And made 9.
Well, let's hope it's 9. Anyway, it doesn't matter very much. You can't keep a thing like this quiet.
Look, we don't want a lot of news teams up here getting in our hair.
Jim, by the time anyone gets here, it'll be all over, one way or another, now won't it? Look, it's about time I started to type this statement. Could I use your secretary's office?
Well, I hope so.
That boy's really attached to us. It must be caught up on something.
You know, we're riding as high as it's safe to go in these conditions.
Yeah. See how much more of that cable you can get at, Jack.
Right.
Just a minute. Forward casing's ruptured. We're taking in water.
Out of the machine. You want it?
Oh, anything, thanks. Is Frank Ward good at his job?
Yeah.
Then stop fidgeting. Look, if you were out there, you'd only be in the way.
I was on a rig that broke up once in the Gulf. The weather wasn't like this.
You can't deballast anymore.
Not without losing stability completely.
This is it, right?
The pumps can't deal with the water that's pouring into the forward casing. Already she's getting heavier and deeper in the water, and there's nothing I can do to stop it.
Okay. We've done all we can. There's no hope of saving this rig now. What's the angle of hill?
Well, nearly up to 4 degrees. But you have to add our roll to that. Now, I'll keep us stable as long as I can.
Yeah, but how long is that going to be? Have you ever known a chopper land on a helideck if it's tilted more than 10 degrees?
We don't even know if they can fly yet. That storm will have hit Muirport by now. Are the lifeboats ready?
Yeah, and the scrambling nets and life rafts.
Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is the drilling rig Nelson 1, Nelson 1, Nelson 1. We have an emergency. Request immediate assistance to evacuate the rig by helicopters. We have 70 men on board. Our position is 57 degrees, 63 minutes, 12 seconds north, 0 degrees, 3 minutes, 38 seconds east. Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is the
Tell the
rig,
safety
Nelson
ship
1, Nelson 1, Nelson
to
1.
keep station
Have an
as
emergency.
close as he can.
Request
Not to take any
immediate
risk, but if the
evacuation
choppers
by
can't
helicopter.
land, then we'll have to abandon the rig, and she'll have to pick up the survivors.
Right, Frank.
12 seconds. 0 degrees.
Laxdale, come in, please.
We'll have to rewrite it now.
No. Just a different ending, that's all.
This country needs oil. My task is to encourage exploitation, spur further exploration, smooth the way for the construction of production platforms. I work in offices like this. I study plans, the minutes of meetings, and probabilities. But the men who actually drill for that oil are on a rig out there which is breaking up.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Will the helicopters be able to take off?
There are limits. Times when it's impossible.
Get onto the forecast strip Prestwick, Tim, and get the latest weather picture. Then check with the rig again, see what they're getting now.
Right. Well, what's the position?
Evening, Mr. Fraser. Wind at 2,000 feet, Tim.
Can you take off?
Wind speed here 65, gusting 70, 75. Company orders say the rotors mustn't be started at over 60 knots wind speed. Or in excessive gusting.
I'm not interested in your red tape.
Hardly that, Mr. Fraser. In these conditions, you get rotor flap. The rotor bends on starting. It's liable to take off the top of the cabin, underneath which are the pilot's heads.
Well, can't you shield the helicopter downwind of a building or something?
Got it, Tim?
Cloudbase en route, 500 feet max. Taxi down to 300. Heavy rain all the way. QNIM, wind at 2,017 knots, 250 degrees.
All right.
Hello, I want to talk to Nelson 1.
There are 70 men out there. Are you going to stand on company orders?
A pilot can ignore those orders and use his own discretion for the sake of saving life. It's up to him.
Wind speed here, 70 knots. Gusting to, well, it's difficult to say, really. At least 90 knots. Hello? Hello, are you receiving me?
I think I got that, Nelson 1. Wind gusting to 90 knots.
Let me talk to them. Hello? This is Jim Fraser. I'd like a word with Frank Ward, please.
Now you understand, lad, what you gotta do? Jack, we gotta close down the subsea test tree and disconnect. That's underway, Frank. Good man. Now listen, when that's finished, we gotta wish the rig downwind.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, okay.
You mean to say when this thing collapses and sinks, you don't want the wreckage to damage the BOP stick up gully? We went to too much trouble drilling this well. I don't want to make a mess of it now.
Yeah, okay, Frank.
Mother it. Yeah, he's on his way.
What's it like out there, Frank?
She's taking a lot of punishment, Jim. Any chance of those choppers leaving soon?
Oh, it's all underway, Frank. Look, the weather's getting a bit worse here. How long do you think you've got?
The Master Mariner could probably give it to you down to the last minutes. My guess is a couple of hours.
Oh, that'll be plenty of time, Frank. See you soon. They've only got 2 hours at most.
That's what I was saying to him.
No chance, not with one.
One what?
Helicopter.
We've got 3 stationed here.
We're paying your company £5,000 a day, and I don't want any more about rotor flap. I want those helicopters flying.
Mr. Fraser, are those three, one stuck at Sunborough?
Send it from there, then.
But it's worse at Sunborough than it is here. They couldn't start their rotors if the Shetlands were sinking.
That still leaves two.
Mine's out of action, main rotor unserviceable. That leaves one.
I see. So you won't be flying?
I'm the senior pilot. My job's to see if it's possible.
I suppose they could send helicopters from Dice.
Not direct, too far from Aberdeen. 3 aircraft are preparing to take off, but they'll have to land here and refuel. There may not be a time. We'll have to watch the radio beacons in. Any cloud and rain, it may be unreliable.
But your aircraft are fitted with Decker as well, aren't they?
I know it reduces the payload, which we don't want. But we may need the air-sea rescue jets. Have the which gear fitted, please, sir.
Right. Doesn't the Sikorsky carry 22 passengers?
20 this time, 2 air-sea rescue chaps. We can't land, we'll have to winch the men up.
That'll take too long. You'll run out of time. You can't get 4 trips in if you use the winch.
Can't do round trips anyway, look. Going out, virtually a tailwind, be there in 50 minutes. But coming back against a 70-knot wind reduces ground speed to 45 knots. The safe endurance is just under 3 hours. It's not odd. But that's ignoring another problem. These conditions, you get salt in the air even at 2,000 or 3,000 feet, which reduces engine performance.
But you could take them to the nearest rig, Ambassador 2. Now, that's only 20 miles away.
That's what we aim to do. Refuel on board Nelson 1 and start a bus service.
All right, Ron.
Okay, let's have a go.
I'd, like to come too.
Do some arithmetic, Mr. Fraser. Payload, 22 passengers. 2 air-sea rescue men. Down to 20. Now you want me to use up precious fuel taking you as well. Good idea, would you say? With reduced engine power anyway.
I send them out there. I feel I ought to do something.
You can, Mr. Fraser. Stay here.
I'm sorry.
Good luck. Thanks.
Booster pumps.
Right. Check.
Crossfeed.
Check.
Beeper.
Check.
Parking brake.
Check.
Shoulder harnesses.
Check. Right, Tim. Not the normal starting procedure this time. We're going to accelerate the engines very rapidly and hope that that will cut down on rotor flap and we don't do ourselves an injury.
Right. You wasn't exaggerating. Those rotors are flapping so much they're nearly touching the ground.
Right, here we go. This either works or it doesn't.
It's all right. He's done it.
Julie,
Where's it going, Jim?
come on, get back in. You'll get soaked to the skin. Here, let me drive. Elaine's in there.
Hello, I thought you'd gone away for a few days.
Well, I started up, but the weather was so appalling, I turned back and I saw the helicopters. I knew what that meant.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you'll be able to say hello to Frank very soon now.
Yes, everything's under control here. There's nothing to do until they all get back. Best wait at home, Julie. We'll give you a ring as soon as Frank's on his way. Elaine will see you to the car.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, come on, I'll get you an oilskin.
Jim, don't treat me like a child. Or perhaps I appear that way. And maybe I bring it on myself, I don't know. But Frank does the there, don't worry routine. But I'm not going home to wait for that telephone to ring or for you to arrive to break the news to me gently. Look, being treated as though I didn't understand or couldn't face facts makes it worse, not better. Please, I want to know. I want the truth, and I want the chance to come to terms with it in my own way.
All right. They're going to evacuate the rig. There's a chance. It's not hopeless. There's only one helicopter, and by all the rules, that shouldn't be flying. There are 70 men on that rig. Helicopter only takes 20. If the rig becomes too unstable, it won't even be able to land. Those are the facts, Julie.
Who's the helicopter pilot?
Ron Denny.
Isn't he the one you don't like?
Well, I think he knows what he's doing.
Radio beacon tuned, identified and pointing.
Keep a close eye on it, Tim. We want to know at once if it's playing up. Call the rig, see what our T reception's like.
Gulf November Lima to Nelson 1. Gulf November Lima to Nelson 1.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. Say again. Over. Well, I think they said ETA 40 minutes time, but I'm not sure.
What's the problem?
Static. I can only get part of it.
Yeah, well, keep trying.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. Say again. Over.
She's beginning to lose all stability. There's not much left I can do to prevent it.
Well, at least the chopper's taken off already. All right, it's just 3 round trips to Ambassador 2, plus time for refueling, which is...
Well, she may last out. But sooner or later, that damaged leg's going to break off. And that will be that.
No, we have no news of any casualties yet, but I'll keep you informed. Yes. What? Yes, if you stand by, please. The most likely injuries among the survivors will be fractures and exposure. Oh, yes, at once. Thank you, Doctor.
The hospital?
Yeah, they're clearing a ward just in case. I gather you know.
I was speaking on the phone with Ron Denny when he got the distress call. He didn't tell me what it was, but he sounded in rather a hurry. So...
And with your keen nose for news.
Well, I thought I'd see if there was any activity.
Well, you better tell Angus Gallagher that he may be finally getting his disaster.
Oh, I've spoken with him all... Why disaster? One helicopter's taken off. There are more coming from Aberdeen, aren't there?
They won't get there in time. That rig's going to break up. And the one we've sent may not be able to land.
Why not?
Well, look. If the heli-deck is more than 10 degrees from the horizontal, plus the roll of the rig in heavy seas, is out of flying control limits.
10 degrees doesn't seem very much.
Yeah, but the engine on a Sikorsky is above the cabin. Therefore, the center of gravity is high up. On a slanted deck, she could easily topple over. And that helicopter's their last chance. I only wish it wasn't being flown by your Captain Denny.
The radio beacon's not functioning properly, Ron. NDB not pointing in the same direction as the Decker track.
You're right, Tim. The needle's hunting about as well. Okay, we'll fly a debt reckoning course and use the Decker. Let's hope that doesn't play us up as well.
You're wrong about Captain Denny.
Am I?
Yes.
Well, you would think that. You've a liking for the man, for some reason.
Angus was going into the office. I better go and help him.
Aye.
Donald, last night,
That's your affair, as you pointed out.
Captain Denny took me to dinner. Angus had disappeared. I was worried about him. When we found him in the office, he'd been drinking heavily. The Muirport Gazette's going to be sold to a group. Angus will have to write what he's told to. I know what you think about him.
Aye, well, I can understand his feelings.
Well, we took Angus home, but he would not go to bed. He wanted to talk. Captain Denny left at 3 o'clock in the morning. I finally fell asleep on Angus's sofa.
You could have explained all that when I asked you this morning.
I didn't like your manner. Or the conclusion that you jumped to. Or your assumption that you had any right to know.
You don't seem to like very much about me at all.
No.
Cameron. Yes, Jim. I've made the arrangements with the hospital. The ambulances will be standing by at the heliport.
I managed to get a message from the chopper just now.
What did they say, Charlie?
Weather conditions have upset the radio beacon, so they can't home in on us that way.
Wrong sequence, I think, Tim.
Yes, you're right. It doesn't check with the lane ident meter.
Right. Forget the decker track. It's taking us off course. What's our estimated range from the rig?
35 miles.
Okay. At 30 miles range, we're going to descend, break cloud, and try and establish contact with the water. Otherwise, we're not even going to find that rig.
Gulf November Lima to Nelson 1. We intend to establish contact with the water. Give us barometric pressure at the rig, please.
Barometric pressure 988. I say again, 988. Over. Well, they're repeating it back, but I can't get it. Static again. They're going to establish contact with the water.
Not too closely, I hope.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. Barometric pressure 988. I say again, 988. Over.
I'm not sure. 978.
I couldn't get it properly either. Sounds reasonable. Descend to 500 feet a minute, down to 1,000 feet, and then we'll slow our descent to 100 feet a minute. Otherwise, we could find ourselves in the water rather than above it.
We go to press in the morning. I've just been making room for your article. How does it seem?
They're hoping.
They should be praying. Ah, they probably are. Oil is the debris of living things which has lain undisturbed for millions of years. And now mankind wants it. And it's out there, in those conditions. Is that the Lord's intention, or is it man's pride? I don't know, Shona.
I think we govern our own lives.
Do we? Even when you listen to a storm such as this?
There's another.
No, I think not. Not tonight. In this sort of weather, you've got to expect the worst. 3 wrecks have gone down in the North Sea up to now. Men have been drowned, men have been disabled. How lucky we were to have found oil in our sector of the North Sea.
We'll never hear the chopper in this deck. He'll see us. We're lit up like a fairground. Yeah, but the visibility is way down. If he misses us the first time, then he'll have to make another search for the rig. That'll take time. The old girl's beginning to come a part of the scene, Frank.
Julie?
Well, look, I'll be able to read it in the newspapers anyway.
It's been a very long time. Surely you should have heard from the rig again.
We've lost radio contact for the time being.
But why should that be? You depend on radio, for heaven's sake.
There's a great bank of cumulonimbus cloud stretching from around sea level to almost 30,000 feet. Now, in cloud of that sort, you get tremendous electrical activity, which interferes with radio reception. Now, you know how a transistor radio crackles in a heavy thunderstorm. Well, that's it.
I'm sorry, you must forgive me. I'm not used to situations like this.
I don't think anybody ever gets used to it, Sir Norman.
Reaching cloud base, Ron.
Watch out for the water.
Nothing yet. Keep descending. Yes.
Got it. We're no more than 200 feet.
They must have given us the wrong pressure.
Oh, we got it wrong. Doesn't matter now.
Salt. We'll be clear in a moment. What's the estimated range from the rig?
Assuming we're on track, 5 miles.
Get those wipers repaired when we get back.
We'll evacuate the rig in reverse order of seniority. The newest men on the first flight, so on. No baggage because we have.
Right, I'll get them divided up.
Good.
Hey, Frank, that chopper's late.
Only 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's got the wind up its tail. If it's missed us, it'll be 10 miles away by now, wondering why all they're looking at is Black Sea and rain.
They're on about half a mile.
Got it. The radio should be okay at this range.
Golf November Lima to Nelson 1.
Mr. Ward! Mr. Ward! They've seen us. They're coming in.
All right, tell them that we're ready to refuel the moment that they touch down.
Why can't we?
I just checked. Our fuel tanks are contaminated with seawater. She sustained a lot of damage, Jack.
It must refuel. Let's hope the Ambassador rig's got some.
Understood, Nelson 1. If you can make contact with Ambassador 2, please inform them we need fuel. I understand your angle of heel is 6 degrees. I intend to make a normal landing. But I can't shut down the engines, or the helicopter will be in danger. Please have your men standing by to board as calmly and quickly as possible. I expect we're all in a hurry. Over.
That's a first look, Frank. We've contacted Ambassador 2. She's running short of fuel. They've got enough to refuel her. Once.
Right, gentlemen. You all know the drill. Everyone strapped in. Life jacket is on. I'll take you somewhere more comfortable.
Come back, little Sheba. How long do you think now, Frank?
30, 40 minutes. It depends how long it takes it to refuel on Ambassador 2.
And the same again and again. I don't know if this poor old soul will hang together all that long, Frank.
No need for embroidery. Just let the flags speak for themselves.
You've cut all the best bits.
What remains is more effective. You keep your purple passages for the novel you want to write.
What novel?
I know when you're a journalist, didn't mean to write a book one of these fine days.
Including you.
Ah, well, for the most of us that day, somehow, never seems to arrive. Right, that's better. Oh, don't worry, Shona. Your next editor will maybe let you get away with your more colourful and imaginative articles. They might even be impressed.
You're not leaving the Newport Gazette.
What else can I do? Watch the new owners turn my paper into a bland replica of a dozen others? No.
If you go, that's exactly what they'll do. There'll be no one to stop them. But if you stick it out, you could fight them, Angus. As long as you're sitting in that chair, they can't change anything. Not if you say no, long enough and hard enough.
They'd have a simple remedy. Just replace me.
Wouldn't that be better than giving in without even trying.
I've always thought of myself as an idealist, Shona. But I'm a pragmatist, too. Cup of tea? Now, how can I fight an editorial board, which is itself a subsidiary creature, controlled by a group which has many commercial interests, One of their positions, say a newspaper, is not allowed to criticize another, say an oil company. The devil does not fight sin.
Perhaps you're qualified. Some people think you're an old devil.
Ah, well, maybe so. But in a large organization, it's hard to find the target. Responsibility always seems to lie elsewhere. You know, it's like punching a mass of cotton wool. A lot of effort, but very little result.
If you resign, I shall too.
Well, that would be futile, and I've no time for meaningless gestures.
You make your decision, I'll make mine.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, this is no night to consider such a petty subject as my future.
Yeah. I heard them landing. How soon? I see. Thank you.
Jim, we've heard from the helicopter at last. He made radio contact with a Nimrod aircraft on patrol. They've passed the message on to rescue control at Edinburgh.
Well, what's the position?
Well, he's evacuated 40 men so far. He's returning now to take off another 20.
Well, the Aberdeen helicopters have landed. They've refueled. They should be taking off in a few minutes.
I don't think they'll be in time, Jim. The rig's in a bad way. Captain Denny thinks he can make one more landing. But after that...
After that? Well, they'll use the lifeboats, won't they? And surely the supply ship, she can pick somebody up.
Well, she's standing by, Julie. She'll try.
The deeper in the water she gets, the more punishment she's taking.
What's the angle of heel now?
Nearly 9 degrees.
Anchor cables.
2 have gone already.
Well, that doesn't help, does it?
The rig is very close to losing all stability now.
Nothing more you can do?
Nothing.
Well, in that case, the chopper's loading now. You might as well fly out with her, all right? You've kept her afloat this long, Dave. You've done a good job.
I was first officer once in a freighter which was in a collision and sank. I left with the old man. It wouldn't feel right, leaving now, much as I'd like to.
Well, in that case, I'll tell Charlie Poole to go, right? We can do without a radio operator.
She was sitting then, wasn't she?
Yes. That was close.
Hey, Frank, that chopper nearly went to the sea that time. The wheels were hopping over the safety net. He had one notch left when he hit the engines. It was a near thing, I can tell you.
Well, if I was in his shoes, I'd think twice about trying to land again.
Hey, supposing we cut loose and drifted. Would the heli deck level off?
I don't know. We might be worse off without the remaining anchor cables.
Yeah, as long as they hold. God, that Met Buoy sounds as though it's trying to come up through the damn floor.
I'm sure they'll be all right, Mrs. Ward.
Yes, Ken. Yes, well, that's all we know for the moment. I'll let you know. Bye. Well?
The helicopter just sent another message via Edinburgh Control. There are 10 men left in the rig, and they're just leaving Ambassador 2.
Oh, well, I mean, that means they'll be there in 15 minutes. Oh, thank God they're all safe. Look, I think you should tell Julie straight away. I know she seems calm, but, well, you can imagine how she must be feeling.
Ron Denny also said he didn't think he'd be able to make another landing. The rig's breaking up.
She's settling very deep in the water now. She can't take much more of this.
Hey, which anchor cable went in?
Forward.
Come on, where's that chopper?
10 men still on board. Who would they be?
Well, there's Dave Brewer, the master mariner, Frank Ward, Jack Mallory. They'll be there. The rest I don't know yet. If not to print any names, though, Shona. Not if anything happens.
I know. They'll want to let the relatives know first.
Right.
What are the chances?
Well, Captain Denny has taken off 60 men so far and flown them to safety. All credit to him for that. But next time, you'll have to be more than just a good pilot. You may have to take the sort of chances that nobody has the right to ask of any man.
We should sight it soon.
Gulf November Lima to Nelson 1, over.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. The reception is still not very good, but we're getting you. Over.
Nelson 1, give me your present angle of heel, over.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. The angle of heel is 12 degrees, but we've lost another anchor cable. And she's rolling a hell of a lot more than she was. Over.
Nelson 1 at over 10 degrees plus roll. We're out of flying control limits. We can't try a normal landing. There's too much risk that the helicopter will topple over into the sea. We shall hover over the rig, and your men will be winched on board one by one. Please have them standing by. Over.
Sure, the bell tolled. That leg can be torn off any second.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. I don't think you're going to have time to winch 10 men aboard. The rig is seriously damaged. She's unstable now, and we're just about to lose her leg. All right, so about 2 or 3 minutes, she's going to break up and sink. Over.
Okay, your position understood. Over. We're coming up to the rig now, Nelson 1. I'm going to see what the situation looks like. Stand by. Over.
The only safe thing he can do is to stay clear.
Dave, if we have to winch the men up, same drill as before, reverse order of seniority.
Okay. But first you, Charlie. And McPhail. Roberts. Peters. You better get a move on, lads.
What about the lifeboats, Jack?
Well, it depends if we can get them into the water before they're smashed against the rig.
Well, we still have the life rafts.
Yeah. Well, a waste of time, this is. No one's going to survive in this sea.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. Go ahead, over.
Nelson 1, I agree with your assessment of the situation.
I intend to try the following maneuver. Please listen carefully and do as I ask at once.
I can't land, that's out of the question. But I'm going to come right down, take the weight of the helicopter on the starboard wheel, and try and keep her level with the port wheel off the helideck.
In these conditions, that one's not really in the book, so I want your men on board in no time flat.
If I hit trouble, I shall have to carry out an emergency takeoff, no matter who I leave behind. Please confirm that you understand. I'm coming in now. Over.
Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. Understand. Get on your horse, sir. Nelson 1 to Gulf November Lima. We're on our way. I'll see you. Closing down.
It's rolling a lot, Ron.
Yes.
Okay, Tim. Get him aboard as fast as you like.
Sit down and strap yourself in, please.
I'm telling you, there's a man still down there.
If I hadn't taken off, we'd all have finished in the sea. Now shut up and sit down.
The rig's going, the helideck's breaking off. Safely wished aboard.
Thank you, Tim. See if you can raise that Nimrod again.
Gulf November Lima to Alpha 45.
Fraser. Yeah. I see. Thank you, Donald. They've all been evacuated safely. The helicopter has enough fuel to bring them straight back. They're heading for Millport now.
Frank?
I said everyone, Julie.
Thank you, Skipper. What do you and your crew drink?
Whiskey to a man.
Help us finish off a case one day, okay?
You're on.